Praise and glory to God.
Hey guys, so this video comes from a live stream on TNC Apologetics channel. Definitely go subscribe to him. This is about a month or two ago. I was on his channel talking about the Trinity with people alongside him and Elijah. Also subscribe to him. And this Muslim known as Fazel to me, but in this stream he had another, I believe Umar was his name there. But I've spoken to him before on Brother Maverick's channel about 7-8 months ago. And so I was just letting them do their thing. I wasn't really speaking much. Then he said something about Paul that really ticked me off and needed me to get involved. And you'll see what he does. He's going to make the argument that, well, you either follow the Jews, who were the original believers, or the Gentiles that were converted by Paul and became pagans. And as you're going to see, he's going to repeatedly concede his own argument that he brought up. Enjoy the video.
Point is, like, when it comes to Jesus' disciples, the Jewish disciples, like Ebionites and Nazareans, okay, they did not believe in divinity. So my point is, all the disciples are Jewish. Okay, all his initial followers are Jewish. So don't you think it is more logical to go believe in those Jewish people than the Gentiles who were originally pagans? They were converted by Paul. So don't you think it is more logical to follow the Ebionites and Nazareans instead of the pagans who were converted to Christianity by the Paul? Right?
Were they not also converted by Peter, Paul, and Paul, Peter, and all the other apostles?
I don't think so. It was done by Paul alone, because Peter is called the apostle to the Jews. Right?
Wait a second. What is he saying? What is the dilemma he's making? That you either follow the Gentiles converted by Paul?
Why are we following
the Jewish Christians? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, why aren't we following the apostles who are Jewish? Instead, we're following Paul, apparently, who converted all the Gentiles.
I'm asking, why don't you follow the Jewish Christians? There was a Jewish Christians like the Ebionites, Nazareans.
No. Here's what we follow. Elijah, pull up Acts 15 for me. Ooh. Actually, I'll pull it up.
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna share my screen.
I guess I'm too slow for Johnny.
I know Acts 15. It's the Council of Jerusalem. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to show you, James. Don't worry.
I'm faster.
So Fazel, Umar, you're making the argument here that, well, Paul converted the Gentiles and they brought in the paganism of eternal begotten and the Trinity and essence and person of the church. But the Jews, the Jewish Christians, preserve Jesus' teachings and we should follow them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. The Jewish Christian Ebionites, they follow their practice. So they kept the commandment, they kept the laws.
Okay. So I'm gonna just read along here. Elijah, just kind of scroll down as I read. It says there in Acts chapter 15, and certain men came down from Judea and taught the brethren, unless you are circumcised according to the law, to the custom of Moses, you cannot be saved. Therefore, when Paul and Barnabas had no small dissension and dispute with them, they determined that Paul and Barnabas and certain others of them should go to Jerusalem to the apostles and elders about this question. Who are the apostles and elders?
James.
The Jewish Christians or the Gentiles Christians? Who are the apostles?
James. Apologetics is the lead of Jewish Christians, led by the James, brother of Jesus.
So led by James, so the Jewish Christians, right?
Jewish Christians, yeah.
Okay.
He's
Verse 3. So
James is
hold on. I'm reading the Bible.
Okay.
So being sent on their way by the church, they passed through Phoenicia and Samaria, describing the conversion of the Gentiles, and that caused great joy to all the brethren. Who are the brethren?
Yeah, okay. So here, who is the one converting Gentiles? The Paul?
Who are the brethren?
And all the other followers. Followers in Christ.
Are they Jews?
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe Jews, maybe Gentiles.
Okay, let's keep reading. Verse 4. And when they had come to Jerusalem,
the point is,
let's keep reading. We're going to find out.
Yeah. Who's converting here? The Paul and Barnabas, right?
Paul, and that's going to destroy you. Just watch. Verse 4.
Okay.
And when they had come to Jerusalem, hold on. When they had come to Jerusalem, they were received by the church. Wait a minute. Received by the church and the apostles and the elders when Paul came. Who's the they there in verse 4? Who's the they had come? Who came?
Muhammad.
They mean the Paul and his Barnabas.
Okay. And then it says they were received by the church and the apostles and the elders. That's the Jews, right? Led by James?
Yeah.
Why are they receiving Paul? I thought Paul was the pagan converting the Gentiles.
No, it doesn't matter. The Paul is a good Jew. Right? They are converting.
He said it don't matter.
Oh, so he's a Jew. So they're receiving a Jewish brother?
Yeah, was a Jewish brother.
Oh,
My friend,
Why'd you bring the dilemma in the first place? If
my
he's a Jewish
friend,
brother.
my point is, okay, it is the Paul who converted Gentiles. When it comes to other Jewish people, they did not convert any Gentile. That's point. Okay, first you have
Okay.
to understand. My argument is, okay, it is the Paul and the Barnabas. These people converted Gentiles. Jewish Christians, the Jews, the Peter, James, they did not convert any Gentile. Okay, they kept their law within Jewish community. They never
Okay, but
the
why are they
Gentile. That's
receiving
what I said.
Paul as a brother if he shouldn't be converting Gentiles?
I'm telling you, converting Gentile is a practice. Go back to Moses. But the point is, when you convert a Gentile, he do not need to keep all the commandments. That is not something
Brother, did you hear
encouraged.
my question?
You can do. Yeah. Go
Repeat my
ahead.
question for me.
You are asking why they're converting Gentiles. I said it is okay. You
I'm
can do that
asking why
one.
did they receive Paul if he was converting Gentiles and that's supposed to be a bad thing?
I never said it's a bad thing. I never said it's not encouraged. You can do that one, but it's
Brother,
not
hang
Why
on,
did you bring
Umar.
this up in the first place?
Umar,
Let's
hang
go
on,
back to the
brother,
topic.
brother. This ain't the topic. Let's just go back to the topic. All right.
Yeah, go
'Cause I got you.
go move on.
Let-
You already
let's-
conceded. That's fine. I needed to go over this, and by the way, guys, read the entire chapter because it gets completely worse for his exegesis. Like it
Oh,
just
I know.
destroys everything.
That's why I was like this. I was like this, Johnny, when you brought it up.
Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I do want to point you guys to the direction in another video that I did on my second channel if you want more on this. This is just a quick snippet of what Acts chapter 15 can do against anti-Pauline polemics. But if you want a more in-depth look, check out my video on the Paulinian dilemma, where I answer this objection where supposedly following Paul results in Christianity being false. And I touch on Acts 15 more in depth there, covering how the chapter itself vindicates Paul, especially the objection on Torah observance, because Acts 15 is not teaching Torah observance, which the Muslim guest brought up, which either way doesn't matter because that was an entirely different argument he brought up, which is different than his first argument. His first argument was, well, Paul converted the pagan Gentiles, so why would you follow him? Follow the original Jews. He switched it to making it about the law. But again, check my other video out for that if you want to see more on that.
I came in empty-handed with dust on my shoes.